No more generations of our youth, here and all around the world, whose life is over, whose fate has been sealed, who have been condemned to an early death or life of misery and brutality, whom the system has destined for oppression and oblivion even before they are born. I say no more of that. Revolution, why it's necessary, why it's possible, what it's all about, a film by Baba Vakian.
So the Revolution Club is delivering this wreath today with that quote that was just read from the writings of Baba Vakian to be put in this memorial.
I hope everybody understands what they're looking at. This is a memorial made in the neighborhood for Dijon Kizzee. This was a young man who was murdered right here on this spot by the sheriffs housed at the very station we're going to be marching to today. What was his crime? He was riding his bicycle. That's it. Like so many, hunted down, knowing at any moment that the death sentence that hangs over your head could be executed by any pig who says they fear for their life and they feel that you're a threat. And this is what happened to Dijon Kizzee and so many. Only difference was this time, people had seen a few weeks, almost a month, of thousands of people all over the country who had hated what gone on and on and on and finally said, enough is enough, this has to stop. When George Floyd was murdered, and the people in Minneapolis showed everyone that they were not alone to hate the way that these police get away with murder after murder after murder. And the people here saw that they were not alone. When Dijon Kizzee was murdered and people came out together and said, this has got to stop. And unlike so many that get swept under the rug or that just get a few candles and then quiet, these streets were loud for days and weeks afterwards. People were in the street night after night, being shot at with tear gas and rubber bullets, young children being attacked and hit, reporters and journalists being arrested and attacked by these sheriffs. A comrade in the Revolution Club was sent to the hospital and had to urinate blood for days afterwards, encountering these sheriffs in the streets, protesting, demanding justice for Dijon Kizzee, because that is the brutality with which people were met when they stood up together. And this memorial is a sign of this life and so many lives that are lost and stolen under this system, but it's also a reminder of the lives that could be lived and fulfilled if we swept aside this system and brought into being a whole new world that not only did not hunt down and kill black, brown, and other people, but actually had something for people to live for, a society to contribute to, a way to go to work, to be part of liberating humanity and saving our planet. Unlike this system, which has millions of people that it finds useless because it cannot use and exploit them, so it sets them up in neighborhoods where they fight and kill each other and then kills them on top of it with its police and sheriffs. This is a reminder to all of us that when we say we live with this and pass it on to future generations if they have a future at all, or we make revolution, that is not just talk. If we go on with our lives and let this thing go on, there will not be less sacrifice, there will be more. There will be unending murder and terror, and the bodies will continue to pile up. If we get organized and make revolution, we have a chance for that sacrifice to mean something. We have a chance for our lives to count for something. We have a chance to bring into being a world for the future generations where there'll never have to be memorials like this anymore.
And Baba Bakian says we have two choices. And that's what Noche was just speaking to. Those choices have real meaning. We're either gonna live with all this and condemn future generations to the same brutality and murder or worse, if they even have a future at all, or we're gonna make revolution. I choose revolution.
I choose revolution.
I choose revolution.
I choose revolution.